you are welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran History. This issue of Asari Dokubo, finally, US, the world, and Israel, they have already known who this man is. It is no longer issue of hiding under the grass, claiming that he's not a terrorist. So the world have already known what he is, and now they are now targeting him. And in fact, in this video, don't skip any part of it, because this US Army, US soldier, the way he comes out and they start explaining the type of Asari Dokubo who he is and what America is trying to do as for now. Because now, according to the headline, it says Asari Dokubo declared a terrorist by US. IPOB distance from killing in southeast Nigeria. Meaning that Asari Dokubo has been declared a terrorist by US, and also distance IPOB from the killing that is going on in the southeast. So that is what is there. They know who Asari Dokubo is, and they know what he stands for. Somebody that has buy a lot of people and they destroy a lot of life, and they still at Nigerian government, they are not talking about him, they are not even arresting him. They just leave him. He will go around talking anyhow, doing anyhow, without anybody holding him. So in fact, his story is too much. His story is very, very much. And then now this US based army, then they have now come out and start talking. The main reason why Asari Dokubo has been running his mouth, claiming that once US soldier comes into Nigeria, that he will be the one that will kill them, that will buy them, that they will not allow them to leave or to come to Nigeria. Only him will destroy them. And if you can see what he said recently concerning if US comes to Nigeria trying to give Biafra freedom, that is going to destroy them, that they will not take any oil to Biafra. So he has said a lot of things. Something that if you start hearing him, you will start thinking of who this man is. So I will allow you to watch the video to the end. Don't skip any part of it. I was about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share it for others to see what is really happening in Nigeria.
My people, how are they? Yeah, Asari, stop doing all this propaganda you're doing. Let me tell you, America have everything, every data that is happening in Nigeria. America have it in their palms. They have it. President Trump have everything in their palms. Nigerian government are bribing you. They are just bribing you, telling you to do video, to rope IPOB inside it. Let me tell you, IPOB is not terrorists. They are not terrorists. IPOB are not terrorists. They are only protecting their fatherland, which is ESN, Eastern Security Network. They are protecting their mother's land. They are not terrorists. They are protecting their mother's land by Fulani terrorists, aka bandits. They are not terrorists. You are just in China. Nigeria government is trying to, because you see where Americans are dropping where we are dropping all the whole aircraft that want to use and destroy your brothers. Now you are not trying to rope IPOB inside by saying, oh, they come to Port Harcourt, they do Muslim this, they do Muslim that, they kill them, they buy Muslim, they do this, they do. All is lies. All what they are doing, we knows, everybody knows. They knows, everybody knows, the world knows, Israel knows, America knows, even Britain knows. They know all what you are doing, or they know who you are. You are Asari Dokubo. When you say A today, tomorrow you say B, next tomorrow you say D, next tomorrow you say the same thing. You are just a chameleon, we are belly face. That's where we know. So stop all this your propaganda. It will not lead you anywhere. I have asked you to make a video. Insult China. Why they demolishing mosque in China and converting it to public toilet, and see what is going to happen to you. Now you are not trying to rope. Yes, America will never drop anything in Southeast. America will not drop anything in Southeast because they know that Southeast are peaceful area. They are only ESN is only protecting their mother's land. They are not buying anybody. So all what you are doing, you are wasting time. As the idea and Nigerian government have sent some money for you to add and buy more goods, so you to make a video to rope IPOB in. You can never rope Igbos in on this. You can never rope Igbos in on this. Asari Dokubo, you are wasting time. I'm telling you, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. You understand? You are wasting your time. You are not. You are just running your dirty mouth.
No single Igbo man was involved in everything that happened in Rivers State. It is the Ijaw people who stood up and say, we don't want Hausa or Fulani, but Asari Dokubo have come out now to instigate war between Igbos and Hausa people. I'm a Muslim also. I go to mosque. I go to church. Wherever I want, I go. I'm not a religion tribalism. My name is Mustafa Bila. My Christian name is Christian. But Asari Dokubo, you are an old man that will soon meet your ancestors. So when you leave this world, what are you going to tell them? Which legacy are you leaving on this earth? You are leaving a legacy that you have boys that can destroy people's life. But you don't have boys that can give job to the jobless. You don't have boys that can feed the motherless, that can help the community grow. Only what you brag with is that you have a voice that can take people's life. The other time you went to hospital in Asia, it's Igbo people that push you in your wheelchair. They greet you when you arrive in the airport. They respected you. So look at a man that Southeast governor called to give security of Southeast, a man who does not even like Igbo people. Asari Dokubo, I'm talking to you as a prophet. If you don't repent from these your scandals, enemy manufacturers, the God Almighty is going to discipline you. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. Asari Dokubo, give your life to God. You join Muslim because you need power. It's not that you love the Muslims. It's because you need power. And you have got the power. But you are using that power to oppress the poor. Change your life, my brother. There is no gain in all these things you're doing, okay? You are a matured man. Change your life, my brother. Keep a legacy that when you leave this world, people will remember you for good things. Not people remembering you that you have AK-47 to take people's life. Change your life, bro.
Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo. What do Igbo have to do with what happened in Rivers State? I beg. I just want to know. Must you guys involve Igbos in everything that happens in this country? Every bad thing, you guys want to involve Igbo. The one that concerns them, the one that does not concern them, you people must surely involve Igbo in it. Kedin Yobo, Kenye Busobunu, what is on a problem? Achomema. Madina Gazukunuzo, like Ujana Tia Makanobu's only Igbo, because they wake it to Gakojo. What is it? Everybody should pick up their phone and ask Asari Dokubo, what do Igbos have to do with what happened in Rivers State? If you're an Igbo woman or man, you guys should start tagging Asari Dokubo picture. Ask him what concerns Igbo with what happened in Rivers State. Asari Dokubo, leave Igbos alone. Get out. We don't even need you. Get out. Lost. Make una carry this man go psychiatric home. And you say no. Make una carry this man go meet Ifeanyi Abala where they cure mad people. Una say no. Una no want tie this man. Una no want tie am now where the madness just they start small. Every time old papa, old man, like let me say 40 years old Tukumbo we just set camera come out they talk waiting no consign am. The one wey concern am, the one wey no consign am. What do Igbo have to do with what happened in Rivers State? I want to know. Onishi, I want to know.
Welcome back. To those of you, the Asari supporters, who are saying that where is the evidence of when Asari is threatening the Igbos, I'm here to show you the evidence today. Just watch the evidence here.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're listening to me. IPOB supporters have invaded Rivers State and on our soil had killed, destroyed the properties of Muslim Northerners. Muslim Northerners for a crime committed by a Christian. Mosque 6 were vandalized. One mosque was burnt down, and totally vandalized. When I heard the information yesterday about Muslim being attacked, in fact, it was a Christian relation living at Obibo that called me that oil mill is an old area, Northerners and others were fighting because an Aboki killed a Christian. And immediately I reached out to members of the Northern community. Immediately, I started making calls. And most of them were unaware of what was happening. In fact, I don't want to mention their name, but one of them told me that the person is lying. There is no such incident. And immediately he said, I said, look, try to find out. And immediately swung to action. And he later called me that indeed there was a riot going on and Northerners are being attacked. And he was in a position as the leader, one of the leaders of the Northern community to immediately do something about it. So I urged him to immediately do something about it. I called some security officers immediately to alert them, which they told me they already know, and they are trying to put mechanism in place to stop what was happening. Finally, in the night, because my phone kept ringing and we kept talking. Finally, in the night, I got one of the Northern leaders, one of the Arewa leaders, who told me that two Christians fought. One from Benue, a Tifi man, and the other one from Adamawa. The one from Adamawa, two Christians. The one from Adamawa stabbed the one from Benue to death. Immediately, the Igbos around took it over and started a Boki must go protest. Destroyed all the shops owned mostly by Northern Muslims. I don't think there was any Christian shop that was destroyed. An attack mosque, vandalized the oil mill mosque, attacked the one mosque, and it is feared that people must have been captured and have been killed. two Christians what? One Christian stab another Christian to death. Because they are from the north, immediately it became a fight by Igbo's element. When we will react, they should not turn our state to battlefield. If they want to fight their war, they should go to their own state. We will not allow it in our own state. Because when we will react, we will do that. Why? By that time they will run. You can run to anywhere. You can't turn our state to battleground to fight your ethnic war, to fight your religious war. River State cannot be converted to a battleground. We are warning you now, because we will not take it from you. We are warning you, we will not take it from you. Enough is enough. It is not Rivers people that reacted. The Arewa Consultative Forum in the north, in Rivers State, had issued a statement, had come out openly that the two people involved in the fight were northerners of the Christian faith. And the one from Adamawa stabbed the one from Benue to death. So how does it concern Muslims? How does it concern us? When they were attacking the Muslim, do they distinguish between Yoruba Muslim, Ijaw Muslim? Every Muslim was attacked. Just because we say la ilaha illallah, we are Muslims. We were attacked in our own space, in our own state, by strangers on our land. For crimes we did not commit. Turning our state into battlefield. Hey, they ate us. Who is eating the Igbo? What do they have that they are eating us? Did they produce an Otedola or a Dangote? Why would they eat? The average Rivers man does not eat a Yoruba man. The average Rivers man does not eat an Hausa man. Does not eat a Edo man. There must be something you are doing for people to dislike you. If you can't live in other people's space, go back to your home.
Hi, welcome back. Asari may have thought that everyone is, as Momo as he is, but not knowing that people are so wise. Even the Hausas and many other guys that he thought that they were not wise were even wiser than him. Although the US Army has come out to tell him that all his plan and many other things, he has done to make them turn their face against the Southeast is not going to work. Because according to the US Army, he said that everything and every data of everything that is happening here is in their domain. So all he had just been doing to make sure they turn their face on Igbos and every other person in the south will not work. Although when we see that this guy is an agent of Fulani, a lot of persons do not believe why this guy is trying so difficult, or why he's using his energy to make sure that the thing that happened in Sokoto then must happen in the south, is just because he has noticed that the Sokoto and the area of the Sokoto that this US came to collapse the other time is part of the Fulani, and he's the agent of them. What I notice is him is this, and what his plan is what I'm going to tell you today. Because if he didn't do this, there's no way he will be paid. This is what he does for a living. Many of us may have thought that okay, he is gaining a lot of money for this pipeline that is guiding there. Although he's gaining money, but that one is not enough for him. There are some different work that he's doing for these guys allegedly. If not, people like this guy should not even be staying in the south, because if the south is even united, they should they have planned well to just take people like Asari out of the south, because his plan against the south is a bad plan. He never planned any good thing about the south, although his own same people like are there. They have no job to do, they have nothing to do themselves, but this same man has employed them to be his boys, and he's sending them to go and destroy things. Although what is making those guys to accept the offers that is giving them is just because they have no hope and they have nothing to do. That is why a lot of them are accepting the opportunity. Let me just call it opportunity, because some of them who disagreed with all the job he has been giving them came online recently to talk that if he think that the job that he's sending them to do is a nice job, let him bring his own children to join them, so that they know that okay, maybe he's a real guy. But he has never come out or tell any of his own children to join. That is to tell you the Ijaw guys too are wise, and they now know the kind of person that Asari is too. So all this thing he's saying and everything he has said yesterday, if you believe it, you believe it at your own risk, because no one will believe him, and everyone now is finding it difficult to even believe everything he has said, even though he say any truth now. Let us move on to this US man again. This US man, there is something I would like you to do. There is something, because you are the only representative that we have that is in the US today among the army. Although you are not the only person, but you are the only person we know that normally comes online to talk. But since you are there and very very close to Donald Trump, what you should do now is to just get the report of Asari to Donald Trump, so that Donald Trump will now start watching what Asari has been doing, and make sure they are monitoring all his own thing he has been doing too, because the region that even Asari is staying is supposed to be protected. What I mean by protected is this: the US now can take their army there and be protecting the place, because Asari is using the boys who he has employed to oppress the people of those region. So you can tell the Donald Trump that this is what the people that are living within the region of Asari is facing, because this man is using those same boys to oppress those guys, and those guys are not wise to talk. That is what every one of them needs to be doing. I mean, you the army representing Nigeria that is working with the US. That is all we can see. And for those of you who has anything to, or who have anything to let us know, you can just drop it below. And also to those of you that are just coming here the first time, if you have anything to say, just say it, and also subscribe.
Oh yes, thank God that everybody have already known this man. They know who he is, and they know what he represents. He represents the Fulani terrorists. He represents the bandits in the South, and he represents evil in the South. So, and then they are using it to propagate evil against the people. And so that whenever they see that the southeast and the south there is little calm, there is little peace in there, then they will now use Asari Dokubo to carry out evil and to carry out plan to start instigating evil talk, and to make sure that every place is being, in fact, to make sure that every place is running, is catching fire. That is what they use this man for. Sorry. And thank God that the American, that they are seeing him and they know who he is. Very soon, I believe that very soon, hand will touch him. I think the message that Israel have already tagged him in their security list as a wanted, and also the US also has already tagged him. So what is there is that he's hiding himself, and they're trying to run away, going to China, going to Dubai, finding a place to hide. But what we know is that at the end they will still finger him out, because this man called Asari Dokubo, we don't know the benefits, we don't know the importance of him still being. Every time he will come out and he will be saying a lot of things and trying to put problem between each zones, so that let them be a problem. Because you know what is happening in the north, what is happening in the north today, this buying of Christian, destroying of life and property, chasing away people from their villages and the other things. You know, it is not happening in the southeast, and it is not happening in the south. So, and they are now using this same Asari Dokubo to propagate all those evil, so that when the American comes into Nigeria, and let them start seeing eastern states as if a place where there is fighting, then they will start dropping bomb and the rest of them. So that is what he's trying to do. And the other thing, you know, is Muslim, so their Muslim brother, they are now paying him to do that. And thank God that everybody have already know what he knows. It is not issue of when he used to talk before, then people will start thinking that his speech is truth. So everybody have seen that everything he has been saying is just lies, lies upon lie. And well, I believe that this US-based military man, he will try to report to the main authority, to US and to the main people, for them to know what they will do this man. And if they want to, let them do it fast. How can a man like this threatening and threatening and threatening, the way he talk during about the issue of Iran and Israel, everybody know how he talk, and before you know, he start running and hiding. So this time, in fact, the issue of Asari Dokubo is matter have getting worse every day. Well, I would like to recommend that. What do you think about the whole thing happening in Nigeria? Like, subscribe, and make sure you share it to go around. Let others see what is really going on in the country. Say thank you for watching.